This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where tonight, my friends and I will be playing the Delta Green role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is called Next of Kin. It was written by Vanek, who is also our game handler, and this is episode 1. Before we begin, I do want to mention that we get most of our funding through our Patreon site. Your generous support helps us to pay for our website, our club space, and everything that goes into our video production. It's your support that keeps us going, and we deeply appreciate it. If you would like to give us a hand, you can follow the QR code on the left to our Patreon site. And there's also a link in the description. So without any further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Aaron?
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming and joining Next of Kin, a Delta Green scenario. I have a small poem passage that I will read beginning to set the mood. This is from House of Leaves by Mark Danielewski. Little solace comes to those who grieve when thoughts keep drifting as walls keep shifting. And this great blue world of ours seems a house of leaves, moments before the wind. So, your agents, your 5 agents, get the call on your burner phone. It's encrypted. It's on your special opera message. This is on Friday evening in May 2018. After passing through the operational security, the message directs you to report to a conference room inside the federal building in Los Angeles at 7 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday. So any agents that are distant from Los Angeles had better get a plane. The message says that you are to come with business casual, no tools needed. Which is code for meaning you won't need to bring any of your special stuff, but agents have freedom to try and get through TSA if they need to take a flight. So this is a genuine mission. It's Friday night, May 2018, and you have less than 24 hours to get to the federal building in West Los Angeles by 7 a.m. tomorrow. This seems to be of high urgency. And so I'd like to go around first and hear from each of you how you tell your bonds that you're unavailable for this weekend. Who your bonds are and what you say to get this ready. And if you're bringing anything, any special tools. It doesn't say it's needed, but of course you're welcome to bring something. So bring in anything special, and what do you say to your bonds?
Who do you want to go to first?
Why don't you go first, Thom? Agent
Okay.
Lux.
Well, Mom, I know I said I would be there tomorrow, but I'm afraid I'm just not going to be able to. There's a thing going on at the LACMA, and they need me to be there. So I'm also going to have to call David. He's on a business trip, but I need him to know that I'm not going to be home. So I understand. I'll get to you next weekend. All right. Bye. I love you. And then I'm calling my husband. Yeah. I'm probably not going to be available for the next couple of days. So if you need to call me, text me and I'll try to text you back, but I'm going to be in meetings. It's unpredictable. I got to schmooze with the art people. All right. All right. Talk to you later. Bye. That's out of the way. Now I don't have to go anywhere. I live in LA, so I can drive over there in the morning, try to avoid the traffic. I'll probably leave around 6, even though it's 10 minutes away.
And what are you going to be bringing with you to this meeting?
Well, it says don't bring anything, so I'm going to leave my personal gear at home. Um, I have the burner phone. I'm going to download onto the burner phone uh, any uh, any reference materials that I might need because they're going to call me in because they need me to identify art stuff. I imagine somebody will have a computer. Um, Maybe Lovell will be there. I don't know yet, but he was really helpful last year with his computer savvy. Um, Other than that, it's just the stuff in the old noggin, um, and my fake ID.
Are you wearing anything of particular note?
It says business casual, which I'm flamboyant, so I'm just going to dress like I always do.
Okay.
Buoyantly.
Okay. Thanks. Why don't we go to Agent Leviathan? Are you up? You're raising your hand.
Oh no, I was just trying to get my dog to settle down. Sorry. Yeah, my name is okay. Let me see. Bonds. My sister, niece, and nephew. Probably just talk to the sister. Like, yeah. I won't be able to come over. Uh, Something came up, business, work stuff. Working on a case. I'll be in. I'll be over as soon as this is done. Uh,
She asked
just to
if
let
you
me know so you don't worry.
uh she asked that your niece and nephew want to know if you're going to be taken to the beach this weekend.
Um, I'm not sure. It's been hectic around the station lately.
And how old are your niece and nephew?
I
You
don't.
decide. You decide.
I decide. Okay. Probably early teens.
Okay, great. Thanks. Is Amin bringing anything to the meeting that says business casual?
Nope. And
Just
I'm
wondering.
dressing business casual. So,
Okay. Agent Leo will go to you next, and then Level, and then Lancer. So, Agent Leo, what do you tell your bonds about the weekend?
Well, I'm at Camp Pendleton, and so I'm not far from LA. I'm not worried about getting there. Um, I guess, I mean, I just had my girlfriend commit suicide. Um, that's been troubling me a little, so I think I might take some, I don't know if we can call it mental health, but some sick leave, go up the chain of command, saying this was, maybe an anniversary weekend, feeling kind of down about that. Um, just need a break. I go to the beach, relax, and get back to it.
And is Agent Leo bringing anything extra to this meeting?
Oh yeah, I mean, he's definitely carrying a pistol, some service weapon that he's picked up over, serial numbers are gone. Um, Something well hidden. But yeah, I mean, that's just part of the uniform. So,
Excellent. Agent Level, what are you telling your bonds that you won't be available for the weekend?
Hey, younger brother, how's it going? It's been a while, but look, are you busy this weekend? Uh, well, good. because I'm wondering if you can fill in. You know, there's this MIT puzzle-thon. I got something come up, and I'm not going to be the linchpin member of the team, but I don't want to let them down. So I was thinking, who can be backup linchpin member of the team? And I can't think of anyone better than you. Excellent. Okay. Well, it's this guy called Dave. I'll put him in touch with you. Weight off my mind. How are things going? How are things going? Ah, well, look, we'll catch up another time. I've got to go. I'm going to go now. Give my love to Sis. Okay. Bye.
And any special equipment that Level is bringing to the meeting?
I'll take laptop, phones, that kind of thing.
Okay, excellent. Agent Lancer, what are you telling your bonds?
So my two bonds, my children, Eric and Elise. I just left one of my daughter Elise's play, and I let my son Eric know that I'm not going to see this particular baseball game, but it's okay because I've seen the last three, and I'll see the one next week. And what I'll also do since Leo's one of my bonds, I want to draft some paperwork so he can travel with certain weapons without being accosted by federal or state officials.
Okay. So this is for I'm sorry, for you or one of the bonds?
For Leo. I have a 35 in the firearm. It's definitely not for me.
Okay. So that I think Leo probably got that available. That's a great. No? Okay.
From personal experience, I know for a fact he doesn't just have that.
Okay.
Like Marines can't just walk around with firearms because they're Marines. He will definitely need some finagling.
Well, okay. Excellent. And so you're bringing that, thinking ahead. Excellent. Anything else that you're bringing to the meeting tomorrow?
A bunch of legal subpoena templates to scare people if I need to push things along. Just a bunch of templates, and I can quickly write a name in to scare people.
Excellent. Bunch of boilerplate contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent, agents. All right. The night passes quickly. Some of you have some trepidations and some worries about what's going to happen. Of course, these missions are always dangerous, unknown. You're wondering how bad it's going to be. You have the impression that this is an urgent situation. So you're diving into the unknown. In the morning, you find yourselves inside a plain, windowless, dry, and uncomfortably air-conditioned meeting room that's swathed in government-issue yellow tiles. This is also a SCIF, secure facility, so all your phones need to be left in a box outside. You guys find yourselves alone inside. Just a table, bare chairs, no windows, just the quiet humming of an air condition. You are left alone, and you can now speak with one another.
I will walk over to Agent Leo and I'll give him those papers and I'll tell him Merry Christmas.
Oh, thanks. I don't know what we're gonna have to deal with on this one.
You may not need it, but just in case.
Just in case.
I'd rather you have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Excellent. Thanks.
I wish it was nice. I wish I could say that it's nice to see you all again, but what horrors are we going to face this time? I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't mean that it's not nice to see you, but it's just the stress of this fucking job.
Yeah. You mean if when we meet, that means somebody messed up?
It means something's bad, or yeah. And quite frankly, I'd like to live to see 40.
Do you though? Because you joined us. Do you really want to live to 40? Because
I
that
was
was not the
recruited.
best career choice.
I was recruited. So I joined because I had a certain set of skills that they needed, and boy, the hell they used them too. And Iraq was a bitch.
Wait a minute. What skills? Don't you just? I thought you just stare at stuff.
Stuff I've stared at.
Yeah, he stared at this.
I'm
I don't even
I'm
want to think about.
let's say that with art comes craft, and craft is what I also do, and things I've done. Um, anyway, I mean, I'm probably not supposed to talk at all about previous missions, but
No,
for what it's worth, I didn't join because I wanted to. I joined because they snatched me up and brought me into the organization. And it doesn't mean that
You
I don't believe in it. I believe in it. I believe that there are dangerous things out there. I just like to be one of the people that gets to stay home and drink martinis and not have to worry about the strange and horrible things out there. And
The multiple world hypothesis is a great consolation because in those versions of reality where you die, well, you won't remember anything, but there'll always be versions in which you do go home happy. Those versions you'll see 40, you'll see 60, you'll see
yeah,
100.
I've kind of I've kind of given up on religion myself. I'm starting to think it's all just a bunch of hokum, just to keep you from getting worried about your inevitable death.
Yeah, but this is physics. It's not religion.
I
Well,
watched
physics doesn't offer much comfort.
I watched a finger painting try to destabilize the Swedish government financially. I don't go to church anymore. It's like, what's the point at this point?
Was that Lancaster painting?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Did you see it with your own eyes?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
And it emptied my
I'm
bank
sorry.
accounts.
Yeah. Uh,
You all noticed that Agent Lux definitely looks the worse for wear. And it's been a while since you've seen him, but just definitely if there was a wet ruined countenance that he has that you remember, it seems to be even worse now.
is there
I'm sure I
anything?
noticed.
Is there anything to
I'm,
fucking drink in here?
yeah, let's get a coffee.
I think you got to go down the hall for the
There is
coffee.
no coffee here. Are you gonna walk outside to
Yeah, I'm
get a
gonna go
coffee?
get something.
Yeah.
When you open the door, your handler, Agent Laertes, is here. Hey, get back in, get back in. Come on, let's go here. We don't have a lot of time. All right. He's got a manila folder with him. All right, agents. This should just be a cakewalk for you. So this is Agent Laertes. Very familiar with him. You know, he's no nonsense, gets direct to the point. You're always kind of surprised that he's in. He always has some kind of physical ailment. Either he's wearing a back brace or seems to have a cast. And in this case, it just seems like he's under a throat condition, some kind, has a cold or something like that. All right. We got here Operation Unseal Slate. Should be easy for you. What I need you to do, you have to break the tragic news of another agent's death due to supernatural causes to his family. And of course, to maintain operational security, you must lie about it. This mission must conclude before dusk today. which is approximately 7 p.m. This is a death notification, something no family members of the armed forces want, but government regulations state it's mandatory to let the family know as soon as possible. We have a dossier here on the case. So he sets down a dossier.
Army Major John Kevin Bailey, born June 18th, 1986, enlisted February 2004, active duty, assigned 4th Security Force Assistance Brigade, SFAB, Fort Carlson, Colorado, stationed at Camp Baharia, Forward Operation Base Volturno, outside Fallujah, Iraq. Received 95 briefing 6 years ago, survived multiple successful missions, but prompted PTSD and totemic compulsion to a 3D printed half heart necklace his son made for him in school, alias Rock Salt. Spouse, Dusty Mendel, male, 32, employed by IRS, married September 2016. Children, Sammy Briseno, male, age 7, Lana Briseno, female, age 10, brother and sister adopted from Colombia 15 months ago, residence 786 Montclair Lane, a liberal suburb, an hour's drive away, family's known Saturday agenda, soccer practice 0900 to 10:15, followed by brunch, expected return post 1100 hours. He looks like a barrel of laughs.
Okay, so it's roughly 1730 hours, so you have about 3.5 hours in there. Agent Laertes says to you that this is Rock Salt, who's part of our operations. Details on his last op are classified, but we confirmed that the team was on a Black Ops mission, and although this mission was a success, Bailey did not survive. And his body and his belongings no longer exist on this plane. Bailey's opera companions cannot deliver the death notification, and his day-to-day Army buddies do not have security clearance. Bailey was to be transferred to keep up the masquerade, but this op executed before the paperwork could slither through the red tape. In any case, we prefer to handle this matter internally instead of having the regular Army get too close to our little private endeavors here.
I'm assuming that you don't want to just say missing in action, because you don't want the family to continue.
That's correct. That's correct.
Should we get
you will need to present some kind of fiction that you create to the family that they will not explore this any further. And you need to let me know what that fiction is so that it can be placed in his file. That we'll be able to do this. This is something that for security reasons, we need to keep our operations classified and secret. And when something like this happens, we're the ones who have to handle it. You're basically just notifying the family. And you need to present them with a death notification, which our military folks, Leo and Leviathan, know this is standard operating procedure for U.S. military. That the family's notified within 24 hours. It's a death notification. You don't have to arrange necessarily any of the services or ceremonies. That's handled from another department. But you essentially have to create a fiction to the family about what's happening. And the idea is that they're not going to investigate any further into what this is.
Yeah. So we have to come up with something where the body's either unrecoverable. Then how do we prove identification?
With witnesses.
Is there anything left? So we don't have
There is
anything where we can
not.
say
Nicholas.
this is all that we have.
No
Yeah, that
body,
should be a
no belongings. The mission itself is classified and will remain that way. Um, you have the services of our locker here. You'll have an SUV. Essentially, you will have any incidental things from the Delta Green handbook, and you can have two standard issue ones. So any incidental stuff you can have in the equipment list, and any standard stuff. You're provided with a SUV.
I think if we're,
Lights.
I'm going to get a dress uniform and stuff. I mean, if we're going to present this.
Yes, that'll be provided for you. Sorry. So you'll be coming as Army, and you have uniforms. Someone will be a captain. There'll be a chaplain, and then you can have any ranks lower than captain, and it will fit you, whatever the size is. So it is standard operating procedure for the military service to. Seen it all the time in the movies where they get out of the car, they come to knock on the door, uniformed military. We're sorry, ma'am or sir, to inform you that, et cetera, bring a flag and stuff like that. They're designed to comfort them. They need to stay as long as necessary to comfort the family. Essentially, it's to be with them and just give them comfort for the service they've done for our country. So Laertes insists. He says he looks kind of each of you in the eye and very solemnly says, "I need you to exercise efficiency, respect, and sensitivity." He was a good soldier. Treat the family well. This might happen to your loved ones someday. And there is you guys are reminded, especially the military people, that there's a quote from Dr. Nancy Davis, who's the former chief of counseling services for the FBI, imparted this wisdom about doing a death notification. Quote, "You cannot make it better, but you can definitely make it worse. Don't make it worse, agents." He'll leave you time to talk about what the plans are. He says once you've completed this mission, you're to text this number on your burner phone a number of hearts that are related to what the situation is. So a red heart means that the family was notified. There's nothing unusual about the situation. If you're able to also sanitize the home, that would be beneficial to make sure that Rock Salt did not take any trophies or any evidence of the conspiracy. So sanitize the home. If the home has been sanitized, that's a green heart. If you have complications with the family, that's a blue heart. If you have complications with sanitization, something in the house, that's a yellow heart. And if there's anything unnatural, you are to use a black heart. And the more hearts, the more it means. I'll put this in the chat for you guys as well, so you can see that. Do you have any questions of him? He will leave you time to sort and get your gear, and obviously you guys have time to go through this, but essentially you've got about 3.5 hours before the family's expected home. His husband and the kids he's adopted, about 3.5 hours. It's an hour away. You can talk on the way. So you got about 3.5 hours.
Oh yeah, give us some time to discuss this amongst ourselves. Jesus Christ. I wish we could go back to the day and age when somebody in Delta Green would get killed and nobody would ever say a damn thing to anyone.
I'm thinking just a simple kind of fuel explosion. I mean, something intense, something burnt him up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Simple.
You give me that explanation, and I'm going to say, well, then how do you know that it was him? How did you identify the body?
Well, I think one of us should be friends of him and who witnessed the death to maybe get a chance to go into his room, into his stuff, maybe.
Then then I'm going to welcome that person into my house and try to keep a relationship with them. What if we say that we identified him via dental records? Because, your teeth don't burn up.
That's a good idea.
Well, that could be follow up with, that could be on the death certificate, I guess.
You could also, I suppose, say that that regrettably we need to check and see if he has any military records in the house that are property of the military.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been working on something. What was his rank? I missed that.
He was, I believe it's a major.
Oh, so
Sorry, he was to bring up my.
What was his day
major.
job in the army?
At this point, he was doing a lot of training in different things for the desert and stuff like that, which Delta Green was using to have him move around to different places to do different sorts of training. So his day job was being an army major, and it was a lot of training sort of situations. Didn't necessarily see combat. In the dossier, the 98-95 briefing refers to being recruited into Delta Green. So he's been involved for 6 years.
Right. If there is a training accident or something like that, or something which is not operational, then the family may want to get lawyers involved because they may want to say, hey, well, how could you have a training accident? It's wrong. We want to prevent this happening again. The best is to say that it's an operational accident and that he gave his life for his country. And the reason we can't see anymore is because of that. So that he was doing something operational for the army that we can't talk about. We don't need to mention Delta Green. But that is the minimum. That is the minimum falsehood.
If you were to say that to me, though, then I'd want to continually pursue finding out what that was as a layperson. I'm not just going to accept the Army's explanation. But if we can come up with something that I wouldn't question.
Yeah, mundane occurrence. Just
he blew up, the gas station blew up and he was in it.
It happens. Yeah, he got it. Car accident, he got hit, explosion, carrying some kind of, I don't know, jet fuel or something.
We need to know what he did kind of on a regular basis, or what he was supposed to be doing on a regular basis.
Make it as simple as possible.
I think so. For a server, unless it was like gross negligence, you wouldn't get money for there wouldn't be like a legal precedent for a training accident because you sign away liability. He would sign away liability. And also, as a serviceman, he's automatically insured up. He's insured. What year is it? 2017?
2018.
Then
he would have been insured for $400,000.
Yeah. The family should be taken care of.
Yeah, the family's going to be taken care of. It's not even a money issue at this point. I think.
And then, of course, we can go in and just not answer questions.
Yeah.
We're just there to tell them that.
Well, you're not supposed to answer questions when you're delivering this news. You're supposed to deliver the news and leave. Because there's literally support groups that are in place in the military. They're the ones who go through the details and stuff like that. That's not our job. We're the job essentially honoring them by giving the news.
Yeah, but we're not really the military, so we're.
Well, you will be. You're going to impersonate
because we're going to impersonate.
Right. Well, we do have one kink in that, though. I mean, I would agree completely with Lance. Although we need to get in, we need to spend a little bit of time, and it sounds like we don't have any time to waste.
So we're not supposed to follow up. So we're not supposed to touch them. We're not supposed to console them. We're supposed to give information. That's if this was a normal, legitimate KIA.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what we're dealing with. So let's bend the rules because this is, that's not what happened. And let's find a way to get in there. Maybe let's console a little bit.
He
I can
was he
console
was
them. Oh.
he was a wonderful soldier,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't his fault.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a terrible, terrible tragedy.
And he was a pillar of the patriot spirit and exemplar soldier. Yada yada yada. Make him feel good.
If they ask too many details, then we'll just shrug our shoulders and say we really don't know.
Yeah,
but he has maybe intel that is critical right now that we
and
need
sensitive.
to.
Yeah,
that's sensitive, and that we need to just. It won't take long. It'll be a quick search.
I'm wondering if,
in this horrible time.
Tell you what, get me a uniform. I can pretend to be a serviceman for this, but that'll give Leo or anyone else I'm in there with time to search for what we really need so we can tie these loose ends up.
Are we all 5 going in for this?
I don't think it shouldn't be all 5 of us.
He said you could have 2 military men,
it's
a
usually
pastor.
2. Chaplain.
I suppose I could pretend to be a chaplain. I went to church enough until God abandoned me.
It is odd that 5 of us have been brought in. It seems a bit heavy for this. And I'm not sure. I mean, if we're still in the room with our handler, I'd like to say, is there anything else? Is there any suspicion that this guy might have stuff at home? Because it's not BAU when someone dies to bring in another team. Normally you bring in another team when there's a suspicion that there's some issue with the existing team. And we're coming in as a clean set of agents. I mean, is there anything like that, sir?
That's going to be standard operating procedure just to make sure that Rock Salt has maintained security and made everything by the book to our knowledge. And hopefully this is true. The family knows nothing of these extracurricular activities that Rock Salt was involved with, but it is up to you to make that determination for sure. I'm sure you can find a way to get inside and not disturb the family as you go in. I've read your dossiers. I know some of you have some useful skills in this to get inside and bypass any security devices that if necessary, to get in there. That's up to you. Also, just to comfort you that here's some pamphlets that you can give the family for some Army support groups. A second officer who is not with the opera will visit again in less than 24 hours to coordinate funeral services and return his personal effects, the ones that were not on him. So you don't need to deal with any of that. I want to emphasize
we can tell them that they will get the personal effects.
You just have to fabricate some disinformation so the family remains in the dark about the darkness.
Lovell, you think that is there something we can slip onto his laptop computer so that you can hack it remotely? In case
my next question is very much, can I begin the sanitization now? Find out from an electronic point of view what's going on.
Yes, you can. Do you have any other questions for Laertes? Otherwise, he directs you to the locker in the federal building and gives you keys to the SUV. Do you have any questions for Laertes, your case operator?
This place is about an hour's drive, you said, from here?
Yes. Maybe a little depends on traffic and you obeying the speed limits or not. But it's in the valley north of the city of Los Angeles, roughly about an hour. And they're estimating because they go to soccer practice and then go to brunch typically. So they're estimating 11 o'clock, which is about 3.5 hours. Obviously, if you get on the road now and then it's 2.5 hours, you can do research on the way from the computer. Level definitely can. And then you got about 2.5 hours before they're expected to return from soccer practice.
I realize this might be a little unconventional, but if we can get there before they arrive home, we might be
Exactly.
able to take a look if there's anything in there. That's really risky because they could come home. Somebody could get sick. They could come home. A neighbor could see us. But consider
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Well,
I
maybe we
mean,
can pull up the.
Sir Laertes, we could take a risky approach in going into the house and doing the sanitization first. We would do that if there was a suspicion that there is something wrong. But you can confirm that this is just BAU. There is no reason we should be particularly suspicious. Naturally, we would sanitize.
Look, this is just part of the operating procedure. I can't tell you. I wasn't his operator. I need you guys to get in there and make it up as you go. You've done this before. You know how to go it. It's up to you. Just don't screw it up. All right? Like I said, you can't make it any better, but you could definitely make it worse. So time's wasting, Level. If you're going to figure it out, figure it out.
We got to roll. We need to maybe take.
So Laertes dumps some keys and he walks out.
Should we take two vehicles? One to kind of, if we're going to break in to spot the family, just keep an eye out on the kids and the soccer practice. And
don't you have to take a military vehicle?
We could take a military. Well, we'll take that SUV. I guess that's.
You take whoever's going to dress up like military. You can do that. I'll dress up like a Catholic priest, I guess. I don't know if we didn't ask if he was Catholic. I'll be the standard.
Yeah. Are we doing it the risky way, or are we trying to get in legit?
We'll have to play it. We'll have to see when we get there what we can do.
If I can get access to my computer, I can find out. I can get his file, and the file will say, which we probably have a printout of, we'll probably talk about religious affiliation. So, I mean, basically, we just read from that.
Awesome.
So let's take two cars. We can take my car, my Honda Civic, and you can take whoever wants to come with me. Level, you can come with me.
I will. Yeah. I mean, I'll be operating as we drive. As you drive, yeah. I'll be researching this guy.
Wonder if Party City's still open. I'm sure it is.
So Lancer, you're going in. You're going to be the face.
Yeah. I'll be able to buy us time while you guys do the searching.
Well, hopefully, if we get there early enough, we won't have to we can deliver the bad news, do our thing, and get the hell out quick.
Check your messages here on chat if anyone's gotten any private messages. Okay. Level is going to start. You can roll. You can get in from. You can start the search right now. Let me just check. What's your computer skill again? Computer science.
80.
Yeah, figured it was good. Good job, Level. Okay. There are two levels of information. I'll read it to you with the assumption that that you will be letting the rest of the team know.
Sure.
Okay. So the first level on the way, and in the meantime, by the way, if you guys want to look at, you are before you leave, you're able to get two incidental items from the handbook per agent, and you could get 3 standard items for the team. So if anybody, if you have access to the Delta Green equipment, or you can kind of just assume there's stuff. There's surveillance equipment, there's weapons, armor, things like that. If it seems like a normal expense that you guys you can arm yourselves if you want. That's kind of the main one. It's not anything like giant weapons or flamethrowers or stuff like that. But there are some items that you can get. And if anybody needs access to that, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you guys can get that, and I will go through levels information. Okay.
I am going to get a handgun because this seems odd, and I don't quite trust what the handler is saying. This doesn't seem like standard operations to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to grab one too for the same reason, because this is very strange.
Okay. Yeah, you both definitely have pistols.
This is messed up. Going to talk to somebody about somebody dying.
Yeah.
I mean, literally in the old days, they would just go missing and nobody would ever know what happened. But obviously, if the police try to investigate it, they'll never find anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard on the family, but...
Is this the first Delta Green agent I've heard of where we're going through this much trouble to cover up their death?
First one that I've ever heard of.
Yeah, first mission I've been on.
As far as I knew, they told me that nobody would ever be informed. They'd burn my fingerprints off.
I guess I'm just asking because, like, is this weird? Because I was always under the impression if you die as a Delta Green agent, you're dead. That's it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And if you get thrown in prison, nobody's going to come and rescue you.
Well, I think Level's onto something. There's more to this.
But we're supposed to do what we're told, like good little soldiers in the world-saving army.
And we got to be kind. There's these people, they're regular human beings with regular human emotions. There's partner and daddy or kids that they've got. If we're 5 hulking men that go in there, then it's kind of heavy. I don't want to go in there. But if Lancer, if you got the human touch, and Leo also, I mean, you've been a Marine. You must have been through this. You must have lost comrades before.
Oh yeah.
And, also, although no one wants to be talking about money at this stage, money is an emotional thing, and it's really important to reassure them that financially it's all going to be okay. Don't need to go into details right now, but you've got to say that
that's standard for
there's
the military.
No question about this. Yeah.
You know, I'm wondering, they might not be religious at all, considering that he's gay with kids.
There's a little information.
What does this file say in terms? Is it humanist or what?
Yeah.
It says, so this is basic social media that Level's able to bring up along the way. So this is just a cursory, easy 50-minute search. You revealed that they're in a 3-bedroom ranch house. It's cheerily manicured. You know that Bailey's husband, Dusty, plays saxophone for some local jazz bands. And he graduated from the Anderson School of Business, UCLA. And he works in the CI, or Criminal Investigation Department of the IRS. So Bailey's husband is a criminal investigation to the IRS. That is probably the exact wrong person to get a whiff of Delta Green and their off-the-books expenditures. John came out and married Dusty in 2011 after the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell in a sedate civil ceremony. Neither of them seemed to be religious. Doesn't seem to be any religious. They had a secular ceremony for their wedding. You also learn, Level, that the kids are darling. They're well-behaved and avid soccer fans. You discover that Sammy loves stage magic, Beyblades, and a few days ago, he moved up to Silver 1 tier in Rocket League. Lana likes Iron Man and Arduinos, and she started reading the works of Jorge Luis Borges and other magic realists. And she started wearing glasses for myopia, nearsightedness, about a month ago. She just started wearing glasses. So that's just
young to be reading Borges. Smart kid.
Yes, she seems to be very smart. That's just a cursory search. That only took you like 15, 20 minutes.
So
that's just cursory.
Nice family.
Okay. Can I search into because he was in Fallujah. Can we just search into his military background? Mainly where his family was when he was stationed in certain places.
Yeah, we'll need a little hacking, so to speak.
I don't have hacking, but I have
Digint.
Who here is really good with computer science?
That would not
I wouldn't call it hacking, but let's just get in there. Can I roll a dice or something? Is it at that stage?
No, you're just really good at it. What is your bureaucracy? I know your computer science is 80. What's your bureaucracy?
My bureaucracy is 70.
Level.
Oh.
Level. I don't go at the bureaucracy level. I just That's kind of irrelevant.
And what was yours?
Go through the computers.
Lancer,
mine
what
is
was yours?
basic.
I have a bureaucracy of 70.
Okay.
I have a criminology of 80.
Okay. Between the two of you, between Level's computer science and Lancer's bureaucracy, you're able to get into the restricted files. This takes a little bit more time. You're about 45 minutes. So you've got about an hour and 15 before they're scheduled to return, maybe a little bit less. If you want to take more things from the locker, then it might take some time. But going through the restricted files, you find the following. Bailey has a clean service record. He had an uptick in special training about 5 years ago, which is probably when Delta Green activated him. Most of this training occurred in South and Central America until last year when he was moved to the SFAB. It's difficult to tell which training ops are genuine and which are the opera, which is a sign that the system's working, right? So he basically was a trainer, and so he had his genuine training operations, but then he had the special training operations that would go around. You were able to find out, the two of you, that Dusty and John applied to adopt children from Colombia in 2016, which is soon after the company allowed LGBT couples to do so. The process went through quickly, and there's a small notation you find on one file that suggests, it's not confirmed, but suggests that Sammy and Lana were born in Venezuela and that they emigrated to Colombia in 2015 after Nicolas Maduro rose to power. You were able to discover that the family underwent counseling for a few months, and those records are sealed. Those are absolutely sealed, but you know that they were seeing psychological counseling for a couple months. You are able to get access to some of Sammy's medical files. You find out that he has a mild form of hemophilia A. That it's a hemophilia, so he'll bleed out if he gets injured. So he's got a bleeding issue, and that he takes desmopressin for the condition. I don't know if I pronounced it right, desmopressin. But so he has a mild form of hemophilia.
This is the son.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Okay. Are sealed records really sealed, though? Can I try to get at them?
Those are locked in the... you would...
Are they physically sealed? There is no electronic copy of them.
Yes, you're unable to find it given the time. Now, if you had more time... perhaps you're not racing up the 405 into the valley. Probably you might be able to get something if it exists, but unfortunately, given the time constraints, that's the best you can do. And you feel like you've thoroughly gotten everything there is to get.
Okay, and the time window for that counselling, that was a few years ago, and it's closed. It's not something which is current.
Last year, that was last year.
Last year, okay.
Like late fall, so it's currently May 2018, so September to early December 2017.
How much time did this guy typically spend at home in terms of working out of home, and how much was he traveling?
Yeah, it seems to be probably it fluctuates depending, but you're getting the general overall impression that he was only home about half the time, 50% broken up, right? It might be a month you're at home and then,
Yeah,
3-4 weeks not and stuff like that. But it's over a course of a year, it's maybe about 6 months broken up. So not a lot of time at home.
we're doing this as we're driving, right?
Correct.
Next to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
I
correct.
can offer the insight that's both a blessing and a curse. Um, newlywed couple wants to spend a lot of time together, but they also tend to discover that if they're a month apart, then getting back together again is really good. You know,
Well,
it helps the marriage. And the counseling in the first year or two, yeah, that's kind of normal. Living together is not easy, no matter what.
does he have any outside storage units or any other type of?
Not that's coming up. Not that's coming up. You'll have to go on site and determine anything like that. You're nothing came up, but you'll have to get to the site.
That would be my
And
good
credit
pal.
card records, no suspicious things going on with him.
What was the first part? Sorry, I missed. Nothing
I'd like
suspicious
to
with Bailey.
check Bailey's financial activities.
Oh no, nothing. Nothing unusual. Was making a fairly good salary as a Army major, and you had two incomes coming in for both of them. They seem to be doing well. Paying the mortgage on the house, it's roughly paid off. It's in a nice area of Van Nuys.
And no funny outgoings.
Not you're not detected anything. No.
Okay.
They seem to be your overall impression. Sorry, your overall impression of everything seems to be that, for a gay couple adopting, and being in the military, they seem to have just been picture perfect.
Yeah, I was doing
Exceptionally.
great.
If they were doing something, they're really good at it. Or, if they were doing something illegal or shady, you're basically seeing positive signs that the whole system seems to be working, at least for the opera. You're not getting, at this point, nothing unusual or suspicious.
So with all that, what time are we set to arrive right now?
So you left at 7:30, 8:30, about 9:30 roughly. So you get the house at 9:30. Again, it's estimated because they're just having brunch. So you can't get it exactly that amount of time, but you think you got about an hour and a half.
If we split up, we have two cars. We put eyes on the family. You can always flatten a tire. That'll slow them down.
But we don't know where they are. I mean, we don't know what the car looks like, or I guess we could.
You could get information on where they're playing soccer.
Yeah,
and where they go to brunch. Typically, it's a Denny's. So the soccer field if you want to go there. That's entirely possible.
Two people off, one of the vehicles off, especially the Honda Civic. I mean, that'll just blend.
Yeah, we have to be careful because if they spot us, and we show up at the house, then that's going to be extremely bizarre.
Well, two are not going.
We can. You know what we can do? We probably have some communication between us. We have a way to communicate.
You absolutely do.
We will get their license plate and their make and model of the car, and Agent Level and I will drive to the soccer venue and try to locate their car, and we'll just keep an eye on it and tell you when they're leaving.
Yeah, and we'll tell you if we need it.
You'll know.
Delayed.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could send one person into the. It's a ranch house.
Yeah, but it's going to have neighbors all the way around it, so you got to be really careful.
See if we can get one person in. We'll scope it.
Okay. So you guys agree that you're going to split up between Agent Lux and Agent Lovell are going to go to the Sark field. You have their license plate number. You can spot it. And then Agent Leviathan, Leo, and Lance will be going to the home, correct? Everybody good with this? You'll be communicating through your secure burner phones. All right. I'll do the Sark field first between Lux and Lovell. You're able to find they have a minivan that's in there. You're able to get it, and you hear barking inside of it.
Okay. Getting out of the car and moving to where I can see onto the soccer field. Can I spot the spouse? Do we have a picture of the spouse?
Yes, you
Dusty.
do. Give me 1 second.
So I see Dusty and I see his kids.
Yep, and I'll.
The dog's safe, is it? I mean, there's no. What time of year are we? It's not too hot.
It's May.
If the dog's in the
yeah,
May.
Great question.
So the
dog's
in the car,
and the windows are open. This is Sammy, and this is Lana.
Cool.
So Sammy and Lana. Tom, can I take a short break?
Sure.
Yes. Yeah. So that's in the dossier. If you go to the dossier, it's in the Discord now. You can actually see it. You can actually see it. It's the blue.
He's wearing it.
It's the blue. It's the blue necklace.
But that is the same.
Yes.
That is the same thing that Lux is.
Oddly enough, it's the same one that Laura Palmer was wearing in Twin Peaks.
Well, is it what? No. Is it wearing what Lux is wearing?
Yeah, Lux has
No, not at all.
Lux does wear something quite often that you guys notice, and it is not that.
Okay.
It is decidedly not that.
Eyes up here.
Yeah. No, what Lux wears, and you all notice this, and you're sort of saying like, yeah, Lux always has this strange thing, amulet that is always. Lux is always wearing it. And it is strange. I don't know, Lux, if you want to describe what they see at any point in a mission.
Well, somebody asked me what the necklace is about. It's just jewelry, but it looks like, if you're familiar with Greek or Mesopotamian art, it's the Aegis shield with the Medusa's head on it. Don't look at it too much or you'll turn to stone because, it's Medusa.
Mesopotamia?
All right, I think we're all back.
I didn't know.
Okay.
Mesopotamia had Medusa. I thought it was
Greece, yeah.
Yeah, because Medusa, it's kind of a nautical thing. It's like octopuses and so on. It's Mesopotamia is far from that.
Yeah, I made a mistake. It's the head of Medusa that Athena put onto the shield as a sign of protection. But I wear it almost religiously.
Beautiful.
While the argument so while the argument between the Mesopotamian or Greek thinks about Aegis. So Lovell, did you have a question? You're at the soccer field with Lux.
Yeah, I'm just about this necklace that the guy had. That's an odd note in the bio, isn't it? That the guy was
Bailey, yeah.
The guy was obsessing.
That he had a compulsion to 3D print it.
Yeah, what you're getting is the idea that the file, the dossier that you got is referring to kind of a totemic compulsion. This is a mental condition that you're very attached to this thing. And it seems to be a kind of thing that Delta Green keeps track of. It could be very hard on someone's sanity and mental health to be fighting these things. And seeing the dossier, you realize, oh, are they keeping track of all my conditions? Probably. And so this is totemic compulsion is one of them. So you get the feeling that Delta Green is keeping tabs on the state of your mental health. At least this agent, probably all of you.
In which case, the next problem is going to be that I'm going to come back to the car where Lovell is silently watching me, and I guess watching his computer screen. And Lovell, you will notice that I am visibly upset, but I'll get in the car. And he's out there with his kids. You can see him over there, so we can watch and see when the soccer game is over and when they're going to leave.
I will somewhat woodenly say, "Are you okay?"
I'm okay. It's just the guy's seems to have almost a perfect little life, and now he's dead. It's really awful. It's really sad. You know, and those kids are adorable. So,
Agent Lux, I'm just looking at you real quick. Why don't you try a roll for me real quick? Lovell, I guess you can too. It's a human roll, because it's low, but either one of you, if you want to do a human roll for me, I know you're, but I want to give you the shot. Level no.
I'm going to try.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, is there anything else between you two? You're basically watching them. The soccer. Okay. You guys can.
I understand a half-heart necklace. If I can just go on that without being accused of having a totemic compulsion for it, does that mean you typically have two pieces? So there are two necklaces, and there's the one that his son would have, which is the other part. Okay.
Exactly. Precisely. I have one actually over here. It's 3D printed, right? So 3D printers, and if you just think you know, it's typical jewelry that you have where, you know, two people have half of a heart and actually it will join. Just hearts, and just do that as a 3D printed, you know, in a school, a 3D printed sort of thing, and so chances are that Sammy printed this at school, gave it to Bailey, and he got very attached to this. Being away most of the time seems to make right. Okay. The house. So we'll go to the three agents at the house: Leo, Leviathan, and Lancer. You pull up to a quiet, pleasant suburb of Los Angeles. You notice there are neighborhood watch signs posted on the street, and there's a few lawn markers acknowledging private security. There's not one on their house, but you could tell that some of the houses have the blue and white ADT private security monitors, and there's neighborhood watches. It's very quiet. There's no one on the street here on Saturday morning. They have an Oklahoma wheat colored house. It's about 1,500 square feet, you think. It rests on the curve of a cul-de-sac, right? So you're in a block cul-de-sac area. Single story, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, modern style. There's a short-walled front courtyard, which cuddles a small and a small cherub fountain. So a little fountain with a cherub. There is a detached 2-car garage a few feet away from a side entrance to the house. And there's a 2-meter high wood fence that encloses the lot. There's no vehicles in the driveway. So it seems. Sorry.
Not working with Leviathan too much. What's your specialty? Can you
I am
Could you get
a
in
cop.
unseen?
Yeah. What out of game? What do you use for like lock picking?
Lock picking. There's a skill, and Amin has lock picking. It's on the second page, I think, under the special skills.
Oh, really?
These
Yeah, I
suburban
don't have lock
settings,
picking. I don't think.
these suburban settings are really difficult potentially for us because it's very easy to leave a footprint on people's security cameras all over the place. And then the
Is it?
data gets everywhere. It can be really messy. And even parking cars here, there's people, and the worst is that the neighbors have curiosity. There's people who've got nothing better to do with their time than
It's
explore and find out what other cars are all about.
I actually do
is
have lock picking.
I mean, that's true, but we also need to leverage the year we're in, where it's 2017
18.
or
18.
2018. So the security camera thing isn't as prominent as it is now.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
just beginning.
It's
So
pre-COVID, so people weren't.
yeah, not even
And
in the suburbs. Not everyone has a security system with a camera right now.
and just seeing our vehicle, we are there. We're going to follow up with an actual visit. So
Yeah.
us
Yeah.
showing
Also,
up and maybe not having somebody home is not a big deal. My question is to Leviathan, can you get in there from the back or something? And
Yes.
we pull up, we drop you off a block away, or, most of these suburbs have multiple roads. We drop you off. Lancer and we pull up or, knock on the door quietly, nobody's home. We, wait around a little bit and you do your thing.
Yeah, I could get in. Um, yeah, it shouldn't be any problem for me to get in.
Is that? Sorry, go ahead, Agent Leo.
Oh, I was just going to say, we'll drop you off away from the road, the cul-de-sac, kind of estimating the best way in, um, and let them go.
Yeah, I mean, you could basically drop them off in the cul-de-sac, just like you said. You can come up and ring the doorbell and not have anything, and then step back if you're the one, just like you said, it's in there, and Leviathan can kind of walk down the street theoretically, or a block away. You'll kind of have to go down the street, otherwise you got to go through someone's backyard to come from the other end because it's a cul-de-sac. But all this is possible. We could do that. Leviathan, are you essentially the one thing I basically want to get is just do you just want Leviathan in there by himself, or Leo or Lancer, do you also want to go in?
Uh, I would like to go in to distract if there's people there.
Well, if there's anyone there, he shouldn't be going in at all. Like we go in, we knock, we see if there's anybody there.
Okay.
If
So
no one's there, then Leviathan works his way in. Because we'll just drive away, act like it's no big deal. That should be, if there's any curiosity, if there's anyone looking, that should be enough of distraction of following us out that maybe Leviathan can work his way in, and we'll come back in half an hour or so.
I'll get you up to the front door, and then you can go there. You do notice that the front doorbell has a camera. The front doorbell has a camera. Let me get let's see. Leo, Lancer, and Leviathan, tell me what your alertness skills are.
My alertness.
70.
70?
Let me scroll down.
20.
Okay. 70, 20.
60.
It's at the 60? Okay. So Leo for sure, and Leviathan, you'll notice that the that there's a front door camera, and that you might need to get in either SIGINT, locksmith, or computer science. The house is probably alarmed. You're checking that if the door or window opens, that you'll need in. But I believe Amon's locksmith is pretty good. But I don't know if you
50 in computer science.
Okay, you could probably also disarm this. And
yeah, I don't have computer science at all.
65. So. But your lockpick is pretty good. And your lockpick skill is pretty good. So you guys believe you could disarm the alarm if you need to. You could tell the outside of the house, the landscape is lushly manicured. It's environmentally friendly. Native plants are in both pots and the ground, dotting the front, sides. And then you can tell there's a backyard in there. But there's a garage that's separate from the house that has a side door and then the garage door. And then the house, which is single story, has a front door. But then there's also a side door that basically gets to the garage, right? So there's like a little passage alleyway between the garage door to into the house. That might be pretty good. But the house is alarmed. There's a front door doorbell. A camera at the front door at the doorbell, and you can tell that the house is alarmed. So if a door or window opens, so I leave that knowledge to you guys can tell with your alertness. You believe you could disarm it, but I leave that to you to basically execute your plan, right, Agent Leo? Like however you want to go in or ring the doorbell or not ring the door or anything like that.
Well, again, mine was just simple, anybody can throw in an idea, but I was thinking drive up.
I can take.
And
I think we should. I think we should avoid the front door because of the camera. We don't have
But we're still going to be the faces that we still have that second part of having to deliver the information to it.
That's true.
So you and I can be seen. You and I should be seen.
Everyone else
Leviathan should not be seen. And then, Lux and Level. But you and I are the faces of this.
So let's be seen. If I can get to the camera, I can use that access point to take down the system.
Right.
At least in their concern when it comes to finding another way in, whether it be the side door, whether it be the garage, etc.
Leviathan can work his way in.
Okay.
Without me, you can be seen on the camera.
Right.
So let's do it that way.
Okay. So
ring the bell, the doorbell.
Who's at the doorbell? Is it just you, Agent Leo? Just you?
Lancer.
It's fine.
Me and Lancer.
Okay, you and Lancer ring the doorbell. There's no answer. I'll
knock, but
then
let Lancer do his thing.
Yep. Okay. So no one's there. The house is empty. You're not noticing anyone. Now, who wants to attempt to get in? Do you want to get into the house or the garage first?
House.
Do I need to roll for the security system?
No, you're able to. What's your computer science again?
50.
No.
Okay.
I am one, real quick. I'm one that, like, if you got the skill, just go.
Okay, I got you.
Move along.
All right.
So, you could disarm it. Sorry.
Once I'm sure that's disarmed, I'll probably, you said there's a side door into the garage and then into the house?
Yeah, so the house has the front door, and then there's the garage door, the door of the house. So basically, just take a garage, it's got a door into the house, but put it on the side. So there's a side door into the house and a side door into the garage. So you can go to the garage or the house. Either one. The alarm's off.
House.
I'm going to go to the side door of the house.
Okay.
And if they need in, they're going to stick around, I'll let them in the front after I get in.
Okay.
That way, more sets of eyes to search. Okay. And I rolled a...
You don't need to roll,
1.
you're in. Great.
Okay. Well,
Great. One's perfect. You don't need to roll. Your locksmith is good enough.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Again, don't worry about rolling. I just want to move along. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I was just
So,
what it was.
yeah, don't worry about it. You do notice there's a backyard, Agent Leviathan. That they're in the back. You notice there's some dog toys scattered about, and there's a wooden play set that has swings, a glider. There's a 2-story clubhouse and a slide, but it's cracked and faded from disuse. And while you're waiting there, there's a thunk as an orange falls off the orange tree. You're just sitting there, and like you look back, and suddenly this orange just goes thunk and falls from the backyard. Okay, you're inside. Leviathan, are you the only one going inside, or is Leo and or Lancer also going inside? Leo and Lancer, do you want to go inside as well? The alarm's off. Leviathan's got it open.
He can.
I don't think it's appropriate. I think it's best that we are on camera. As frustrating as it may be, that frustration is character. I think that's the best way to do it.
Okay, great. So Leviathan's the only one inside. All right. Once you get inside, Agent, so this is all to you, Agent Leviathan. The rest of you will be hearing it. Once you get inside, you hear a mechanical whirring, and you see that there's a Roomba sashaying around the living room, cleaning things up. You notice a smell as soon as you get in. It's a comforting waft of baking bread. So there is, I will bring up the picture in just a moment. Layout of the house. You guys get to see pictures of the house. So share house. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So you could see the in the back, that's the side door that you come in. The front doors go into the living room. Or the front door is at the living room, okay? So when you come in through the back, you're in the laundry room, the washer and dryer, and you step into the dining area, and you can see that the Roombas, you can hear it in the living room. So we've got a master bedroom, a living room, 2 bathrooms, and the kids' 2 bedrooms. I will put this. Do you guys want me to put this in the Discord? I'll put it in the Discord.
Please.
Yeah.
Please. And this is all a single-story house, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Give me 1 sec. Put this in. All right. So in the Discord chat, I just dropped the house plan. Okay. So you tell me where you'd like to go first, if anywhere. I mean, basically, you're in the laundry room, the washer and dryer. Nothing in them. They're not on.
I'm gonna make my way to the master bedroom. I figure if there's anything to be hidden, it'll be in there.
Okay. As you walk through the house, you notice that there's kibble and toys in a bed that indicates there's about a medium-sized dog. Everything is clean. Everything is just white glove clean. As you go by, you see, as you're walking to the master bedroom, you notice that there's family photos in every room. Most of them feature Sammy, Lana, and Dusty, and a border terrier, the dog. Just about half of them contain Agent Rocksalt, John Bailey. And those pictures, they're happiest. So when it's all 4 of them, they're happy. But it's only about half where it's all 4 of them. So about half pictures don't have John in there. Give me another human roll, Agent Leviathan. I want to roll for this.
Okay.
I know it's low. That's why I need a roll for this.
Yeah, 67. And what is my human?
I believe you said it was 10. Right? Oh, yeah, it's 50. Oh, 50. What'd you get? Oh, actually, sorry. You have 50? Oh, that's good enough. Sorry. I didn't need a roll on that. So don't worry about that. You notice as you see the the photos, you're just kind of looking at him and he's in there. And what you notice is it's just the 3 or the 4 of them. So the family is very close knit, but you're not seeing any other pictures of friends or relatives. All the pictures, and there's a lot of them, but it's just the 3 or the 4 of them. So you get the impression they don't have a support network of friends or family. It's just either the 3 or 4 of them. You notice that. Okay, so into the master bedroom you go. There's a California king-size bed. It seems empty with only one man sleeping in it, but Dusty makes do. The decor overall, it doesn't quite show in the picture, but the decor overall tends to lean towards the Old West. Wooden furniture, landscape paintings, overall. So just that kind of, Old West of California theme of the furniture and things like that. There's a laptop in here that's resting on the desk. There's attached master bathroom. It's got a hot tub and a shower, and there's a shiny tenor saxophone resting in the corner. And there's a big bedroom closet. Do you want to do a search? I won't need a roll. I just need you to say you're searching.
Yeah, I'm searching.
Yeah. So you're able to find pretty quickly that the bedroom closet has a giant go bag. Okay. Inside the go bag are clothes, foil blankets, MREs, robust first aid kits, hand cranked radios and lights, papers for adoption, insurance, military papers, marriage and property paperwork, the wills for both John and Dusty, toys, dog food, 2 compact ham radios, a small toolkit, 4 walkie-talkies, a K-bar knife, and a customized CZ AccuShadow, which is a 9mm pistol with 10 17-round magazines, so 170 bullets. There's also a hip flask full of very peaty Islay single malt scotch. So there is a very robust go bag. This guy is prepared if things go tarfu. There's a go bag that's ready to go, and it's probably not unlike a go bag you yourself might have. But it is but you notice nothing Lefroy. But you're not noticing anything related to the opera at all. I mean, this isn't unusual to have it. It might be a little like, perhaps it's maybe as a prepper, but for a military person in earthquake-prone Los Angeles and being 2018, the way things are going in the world, sure, everything's going to be fine, isn't really that unusual. And the good thing is you don't notice anything related to the opera.
All right, good. Moving on along to the living room, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Living room. Sorry, give me one. I have to scroll backward. Living room. Yeah. Really good TV. Sorry, here we go. So all 3 spaces, the kitchen and the living room, they're connected. Kitchen, living room, and sorry, I have to look at the map. But they're all connected. So you kind of see the whole kitchen. That's it. Kitchen, dining area, living room. They're all connected. The kitchen's separated by a counter and cupboard. The living room is sunken by a step. Nothing untoward, nothing unusual. The furnishings and ornamentations, the decor leans left politically. So it's organic stuff in the kitchen, artisanal, middle-class, pricey food. You notice that the stuff they're eating in the kitchen skews towards South American cuisine with an emphasis on fruit and vegetables. There's a very well-stocked pantry. You don't see any alcohol anywhere except the cooking sherry. In the living room, the entertainment center is massive, up to date. whatever video game controllers are in there. And you can tell there's just a couple minutes left in the automatic bread maker, and you can tell there's a delicious loaf of zucchini bread in the automatic bread maker. Here's pictures of the kitchen and the living room just to give you an idea. So this is kind of kitchen counter. It's very cozy. It's very clean. It's very modern, left leaning, and you'll sort of recognize the living room area, something like that. So living room goes down there. Very cozy. Again, you're seeing more Western style decor.
All right.
Nothing unusual.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go next?
Let me see. I mean, just for shits and giggles. I mean, it'd be kind of weird hiding something in the kid's bedroom, but you never know. I'll check the kids' rooms.
Which one do you want to go through first? Boys or the girls? His bedroom?
Yeah, number 2.
Okay, Sammy's bedroom. Okay, in Sammy's bedroom, the walls are painted mint green. They're dotted with posters of soccer teams and Harry Houdini. His twin bed has Captain America sheets and a comforter. There's a large collection of Beyblades and Legos sit on the shelves with books about stage magic. There's another computer sitting on the desk. I want you to make a percentage roll, please, as you walk inside Agent Leviathan. Not going to tell you what it is. Just roll percentage.
I rolled, I can't, nice. 45.
Okay. One sec. I just want to check your 45. Okay. You see on the nightstand next to the bed, there's a cord and a misshapen hunk of black plastic. It looks like a dried up, rotten wad of chewing gum. There's a black cord running through it. And you catch it just out of the corner of your eye. It just like drew your eye to it. And you suddenly realize that, wait a minute, isn't that? And you realize that's the other half of the necklace that Bailey wore. But this one is black and melted.
This isn't right. Okay, I'll just file that away under strange, and if this room's cleared, I'll go to number 3.
Okay. So Lana's bedroom is here. She lives between salmon-colored walls, surrounded by dainty desert flowers in glazed pots. Her computer, so there's 3 computers total, rests on her twin-size bed, and her desk is covered with Arduinos, Raspberry Pis, batteries, a soldering iron, wiring, and other electronic implements. She has a few soccer trophies, not the actual like accomplishment trophies, not participation trophies. And she's got Borges' final short story collection, El Libro de Arena, the Book of Sand. It's in Spanish. And she has a Disney princess bookmark on the first page of the story. There are more things, but it's in Spanish. All right, Agent Leo and Lancer. It's been about 20 to 30 minutes that Leviathan's been in there. Lux and Level, the soccer game is over. You see all the kids high-fiving one another. The coaches are bringing out orange slices for the team.
I text that to the others so they can see.
Leviathan, do you need more time?
Yeah, I've just cleared all the bedrooms. everything's clear except for, I don't know if this is anything, but I found the other half of that heart necklace, and it's all melted. It like it was burned. Um, just gonna clear these last 2 rooms in the back here. Well, wait. I was already in the back here.
You already got everything. You got everything except for the bath.
The house is...
Yeah, the house is cleared.
Okay, I'm going to check the bathrooms, and then I'll be right out.
Yep. In the bathroom, basically the only thing you find is Lana and Sammy share a bathroom, and there's a half-empty bottle of desmopressin in there.
What is that?
For it is, you can...
For his hemophilia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for his hemophilia. All right, sorry.
Yep.
Yep. Blanked.
Yep,
all
and
right.
it's to him. You've cleared
there's nothing.
No. You've cleared the house. You're confident you've cleared the house.
All right. No sign of a basement. Well, this is LA. Probably no basement.
Nope. No. You're positive you've seen everything.
Okay.
So the only thing left is the garage. If we bother with the garage.
Oh shit.
And you could tell that the soccer game is ending. So the family might go get a quick bite to eat at a Denny's. You probably got...
The kids are heading for their car. They're heading for the car.
Yes.
So we still got a little
You better wrap it up.
No.
All right.
Yeah, but you don't know how much. They might come home.
How much? They could come home. They might go to brunch.
You texted to me that they've just got some fresh zucchini bread popping out of their bread maker. They might be coming home for that.
Yeah. I would too, actually. Okay. I'm out.
Okay. So Agent Leo and Lancer and Leviathan, you 3 are together. You could be a block away. You could be wherever you want.
So what do you think, Lancer? I mean, are we clean? Seems pretty straightforward. We just deliver the bad news and get out?
Yeah. I mean, that part is paramount. They need that closure. We need to tie that loose end. Hopefully we got what we needed with the time we had.
Yeah. That place is almost freakishly clean, though. I couldn't believe how clean it was. It was like a model home.
Well, maybe this won't be a shit show. It's a shit show, but at least it won't be violent or anything. We just...
One would hope.
Drop the bad news, do that, offer a little comfort, and we're done.
I'm gonna communicate with them and say, I think that necklace might be significant.
I don't...
Because his father died, and now the necklace is burned.
Yeah.
And
let's end it here.
Let's
end it here on this question with this conversation.
All right.
Let's pause here and then go to the next one. And stay tuned to be continued next week.
All right.
Right. Our players included Joseph Clay, Andrew Buchanan, Thomas Grooms, Mike Kyle, and myself, with Aaron Vanek as the game handler. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Delta Green role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.